lot of horsepower and torque. So a lot of times, you know, like you add modifications to your car, and the increase in power or just the overall torque and horsepower power shift can create wheel spin, worsening your time. So in my opinion, I think that the pedal commander is going to somehow positively affect my time, because it's just quicker at the draw. Okay, it's kind of like you know, two people racing, and one of them is just lightning quick when the light turns green, and the other person's a little bit more laggy. But the problem is if you can't get traction, you can't move. I know what you're thinking. Not another pedal commander video. Come on, what are you doing? Well, like with any modification that I do to the RT, whenever there's new information out there, updated information, I always try to report it back to you guys, because a lot of you are interested, or at least have come across some of my videos, you know, using or looking into that product. And so the pedal commander is no exception. When I think of pedal commander content that answers a bunch of questions, I do so. Same thing with the Diablo, so on, so on, so on. And so now we're going to talk about the most popular question that I get asked, and that is, will the pedal commander help with performance? Now, up until this point, I have not been able to prove that my RT is any better performance-wise having used it. That being said, I've also said many of times that I have not been able to properly use it because I cannot get traction while using it. No matter what I try and do, I just can't launch the car. And so many of you guys have likely experienced this, where you're using the product and you're not able to launch the car because your tires are spinning like crazy. Now, I always thought in my head that if I were to have the ability to test it on a drag strip or a prepared surface with drag radials or something, that I would see some kind of improvement, because it's like having just a slightly better reaction time. You're not going to shave like a second off your whatever time. You're going to change it 1/16 of a second. And that is exactly what Growls Garage just did. He went to the drag strip and did 3 runs. He's consistently a mid-12s car. He has a Scat Pack 392 Challenger. Absolutely gorgeous, you know, Challenger. He has, you know, quite a few mods. And so he took it to the drag strip, and it was really the last day of the season, or last weekend of the season, and he thought he would give the pedal commander a try. And the first run, here it is. Then the second. And finally, the third. Now, as you can see, the times just continued getting better as he continued putting the pedal commander in a more aggressive state. Now, the reason why his Challenger kept getting, more and more better results is because as the responsiveness got more aggressive, he still wasn't, he was not having an issue with traction. And so that's exactly my point, is that it does affect your performance, just not in a horsepower and torque manner. It will affect your performance from a responsiveness standpoint. And if you don't have problems with traction, you will see a positive performance gain from the pedal commander. Now, the problem is most people that watch this channel are in Chargers and Challengers, and you guys already have a lot of horsepower for rear-wheel drive cars. So as your cars sit out of factory, you're going to have a hard time launching without the pedal commander. Now, with the pedal commander, it's going to be close to impossible unless you're on drag radials. So, I found this extremely interesting, and I want to give basically a big thanks to Growls Garage for letting me use some of the video of him at the drag strip. And I think it kind of answers some of the questions that are out there. And this is not the first case that I've seen or heard someone report back that their times were better using the pedal commander. I've come across a couple of videos that have shown that the pedal commander made their vehicle better performance-wise. The problem with, the vehicles that I've seen is that they're either, all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, heavy vehicles, not performance-minded. So it's very difficult for me to recommend or report back that something is a performance-minded modification when I cannot get my car to be a better performance car. Up until this point, I have recommended the pedal commander to those that would like a little bit more fun, a little bit more excitement with their car. It's a driver experience modification, and don't want to screw up their warranty. For anybody that doesn't care about their warranty, I've always recommended going and getting more horsepower and torque. Put that $300 towards more horsepower and torque. But for those of you that are on the fence about this product, I always like showing this kind of stuff because maybe this helps you, maybe this deters you away from even, spending your money and doing something. I'll do it to every single product that I ever have. The one thing that I can say about this channel is that I purchase everything, okay? I do not have any sponsors. I do not owe anyone anything. I am just a guy that mods their car, and when I come across information that is related to any of the pieces of things that I've done to this car, I try and report back, because I know a lot of you guys are looking into this stuff and can use this information to help you down the road, whether, to spend that money or maybe save it and put it towards something else. I don't know, what everyone's financial situation is, but my job is to give you as much information as I possibly can so that you can make the best decision that you possibly can.